What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another drawing tutorial. Today we have a versus. We've got a samurai knight versus a samurai warrior versus a knight, like a medieval sort of knight, right? This is from the game For Honor. Patreon request by Son of the King on Patreon. So this guy's name is the Warden and this guy's name is Orochi, right? So they're kind of clashing swords together. And we're going to start with the Warden over this side. So I guess we'll start with his visor and his eye kind of at the front, right? So center point of my page, pencil and eraser. I don't know if I said that. Definitely sketch it out with pencil first and then do your ink afterwards if you want. Or you could just pencil shade it. So we'll go across this way, right? And this is just going to be black inside. So we're diagonal here, okay? And then this comes down the back, down to there, and then back in towards the corner. So it's a sort of a slit and it's shadow all inside because it's armor, you know. And his face is underneath, right? So that kind of shape. So then his nose guard, right? So we've got like a line coming down this way. This kind of disappears into his mask, right? But we'll go down to there. Out like that, right? So you got this kind of arrow pointing up here. And then his face, so the front of his mask starts to curve down this way, okay? So a very sort of curvy line going down towards the front here. Bring it to about there. Right, and then this could have sort of an edge line just here to it, like so. Right, so this then goes up for his jaw, kind of goes around here and then goes up real pointy like that. And then this will go around here like so, and this will go up the side of his face. It starts to curve about close to his eye there, so it starts to curve around here. And this will go around, and this kind of attaches to his head then, so it goes up here, back in, and then it will go down this direction, and then we'll kind of curve it up like that, right? And there's extra sort of details on this, right, as well, but we'll just curve down his head here. So we go out for his forehead and down into there. So there's extra details on this, right? So it's like there's an attachment to this, kind of curves around here like that. So in 3D games like this, you know, there's a lot of attention to detail and stuff. Like I watched a load of trailers to try and find images for this, and wow, it looks like a really good game. And then we have kind of an extra edge line, right, coming around here. So it's going to go, just follow this line, right? And it goes the whole way around this whole section, all the way down to his chin. You're just kind of following this down to there. Right, just kind of an edge. So, you know, and then, like he's got this cross as well, and there's all scratches and stuff around his eye. I think we'll like add some sort of texture and stuff to this, right? A crack just going that way, and I'll put in this cross that's here, so it's kind of bumpy, right? It's not like straight as far as I can see, but it kind of goes across like this, a bit thicker on the end, maybe here. Like that, and then it comes down his face from his eye pretty close here. And it's kind of bumpy, you know. Kind of thick at the end here. Right, kind of like that. And then like some scratches and some, you know, cracks and things in his mask. So you can add as much of this sort of stuff as you want. right? Kind of like that. So then this visor then and the helmet comes out from underneath here, and it's going to curve all the way back to the back of his neck. So we go this way, and it goes really long, right? A lot longer than you'd think. So it goes like back to say there. Okay. And then this kind of bends around here, and this will go up around his head all the way to the front here. So it's a particular kind of shape, right? So we'll do the top of his head first. So you want to bring this around down to here. We go slowly because we want to keep it sort of a round sort of shape. Around, and this kind of curves in for his neck and then out to there. Okay, and then this kind of goes around then for an edge line just there. I think there's like a bolt here or something. I missed that. Like that. Then we got a shadow underneath this that goes in behind his neck, just there. And again, you can put like lots of hatching, cracks, you know, as much as you'd like, really. Dots and dirt and scratches and dents because he's stuff like that. You can build that up as much as you want. Like so. Okay, so then his neck sort of comes down from his chin here, and this is where the chainmail sort of starts, right? But his neck comes down here, and the back of his neck comes out up here, right? So, and there's all chainmail in here. So like, I'll draw the main shapes and I'll come back to the chainmail. But his chest, so we've got like these sort of bumping kind of lines. So his chest is going to come down chainmail here at the front. Around here, right? And then he's got a shoulder plate here and some sort of plate on his chest. So we'll do the shoulder plate maybe first because it's quite big. So like it starts like up here, kind of in line with his ear sort of section here, and then this will go down around like so. Real big down to here. And this will have like an edge line and everything on it as well. It goes around into here. Comes around this way, and it meets a couple more plates that go around his shoulder. This goes up off my page just there, right? And this will have an edge line just like the rest, so it comes out down, so it goes around here like that. Like an extra sort of bit, that a round sort of part that goes around his shoulder here. You could do this with just a sketchy sort of hatching line like so, like another line just here that brings this down around like that. Okay, I'm just going to raise this little line here. We shouldn't see that. Right, keep going. So we got more armor, another layer here. Comes around, goes up underneath. The edge line goes around, goes up that way. And if you want, you know, to show some shadow underneath here, you could thicken up this. Just to show that this one's sitting on top, and like I'd put a shadow in here as well, maybe. Right, like so, and then we keep going. So another layer comes up and off my page this way. Around here, and there's like a metal stud or something here, keeping it on. Put a shadow maybe here. And you know, again, texture is always a good idea for things like this, cracks. Like so. So then the rest of his arm, we got his bicep kind of comes down here, and then bicep there, and there's all chainmail in there, and then we have this other plate that's on his chest here, right? So it comes out from, well, we'll start the front of it maybe like here, curved line there like that, and this will go then into here, kind of go into his elbow. It'll like go around into here, and then the top of it goes down, curves down into there, like so. Then we got like a strap or something going back that way, and we have an edge on top. Only on the top we can just see like that. And maybe a little sort of thing down there, and then bolts, so circles, two in the corner, one here. This may be what keeps it on his chainmail or something like that, and then another arched sort of lever or something here, like a handle or something, just there like that. And again, scratches, dirt, cracks. Always just bring these sorts of things to life. Like so. Right, so then what can we see here? That goes into there. There's like another little plate or something here. Sticks out from his arm down into there, and this has an edge to it like that, and then his forearm armor kind of comes out this way. It's got like an arm guard, and this has an edge just there, like so. Right, so his stomach comes out from here, right? And this is like, this isn't chainmail, it's just like a fabric. And he's got a belt or an armored belt here, and then a seam that runs down his stomach, and that curves around that way, right, like so. So then his other arm, so it comes out just across here. So we've got like a shoulder, comes out this way. There's all different strapping and things on this. Arm comes out there, and the other side of his arm is like there somewhere. So this will kind of bump out this way. Is that his arm or the inside of his strapping? Maybe this should be closer. Actually, his arm should be wider, maybe here. This goes down this way, like that. This is just like the overall shape for his arm. Comes down here, and we meet like another wrist guard kind of thing here. Goes diagonal down that way. And then there's like straps and things on this. Another strap coming across here. It's like a buckle, like a bump or something sticking off there, and some dots and stuff on it, and then an edge line on this armor. The bolt just there in the corner, and then another strap coming down here, and then there's like vertical lines that come down in between the straps, so it's like stitching or something. And there's some chainmail here maybe hanging down. So like for chainmail, you kind of just do this kind of texture sort of. But again, you don't have to do it all, you know. It's kind of like dragon scales or like reptile kind of scales here. And I think there might be a little bit just here as well. Just kind of overlapping one another. That kind of thing. So we can see some armor on the other side of his shoulder here. So just this sort of thing that's foreshortened over. You can leave it like that if you wanted, but I think we'll just draw this in because I can see it. So like a L-shaped plate here, goes up around to there, and then like there's this sort of spike sticking off on this side. Can't see that on this side. Different, must be different over there. It comes around, give it sort of an edge. At the bottom, just make it look a little bit 3D, and then this comes down. The armor that sits on his shoulder on the other side there, and like another sort of shape here. And then there's multiple different, like another part of his neck or something here. There's a helmet on the other side of his neck, maybe. Put that in shadow. Right, and then more armor. So just these sort of curving lines on the other side. Like this. Another one here. I'm going to put shadows in between these because it wouldn't really make much sense that they're just light on the inside of them, right? So I'm just going to like darken these in between them. Because they're like plates sitting on top of plates, so you know, I think they need some shadow. Like so. And then so like for chainmail, you can add some more sort of bumps for his shoulder here. Just coming around the shoulder. And then around his neck. Right? And then this goes this way. Like that. Like the chainmail. And the curve. So we'll sort of add just some textured sort of stuff like this, kind of overlapping. You can cover the whole thing if you want. I might actually, because I think it will only make sense if I do. I thought I'd get away with like a sort of a light texture sort of thing, but not so sure now. You're trying your best to follow the sort of contours of his the folds of his clothing. Not bad. Okay. We just keep going. I'm not the best at stuff like this, but I try my best. There's like a fold there. Maybe like another one here, just coming across his neck. It gets smaller as we go closer to his neck. So the trick is always finding a way to do this kind of stuff quickly, you know, efficiently, and get it looking kind of okay, which can be difficult. It's kind of like fish scales or something, you know, kind of like that. Not bad. And then when you add like shading and stuff on top, it won't look as... That's okay. Not bad. I didn't think I'd have to draw the whole thing, but there you go. And then some more lines coming down here. Like so. Okay, so that's our knight, basically, right? So most annoying part is probably the chainmail. Just thickening up some of these lines. We'll go over and do our samurai now. Right, that's the warden. So Orochi now. So quite a bit of detail on this guy as well. So we can't really see his face, right? So his face is kind of covered with a mask that comes down from his nose. So we'll go just across from the warden here. We'll just do this kind of out, just kind of line down like that. This is like the bridge of his nose, okay? And then this will curve around and go down this way, like so. And then he has some like details on his chin and things. So there's like 2 bumps here. And then his chin kind of bumps out this way. And this will go back with this rope that goes up for his jaw. Right, there's like a rope on the bottom of his jaw, I think. So it goes like back this way somewhere. Right, kind of like that. And then underneath his eye, so curves around the mask, curves around this way. Right, like so. And then his helmet comes across the top here, and there's like a bit of a crack in it or something going this way, and then down to there. So his eye is like in here, and there's all these details coming down this way. We got like, so the side of his mask, maybe we should draw that first. So there's like a line or a box or something just here on the side of his mask, and then this comes up. Then it goes down, and then bring it around, and then this has an edge to it. We'll draw the main shape for his helmet, and then I'll add the details that we need inside here as well. So he has these symbols inside here, like so. So the cap for his helmet goes back that way. And then this will go around like the back of his head on the other side, just going around here. And then we have different layers, right? So this comes down here on his helmet, right? And then this will go around the back, like so. Goes maybe a little bit longer actually, and then this goes up this way and down. underneath here. And I think there's another line like here as well. It sticks out maybe a little bit further on that side. Right, like that. And then this comes down into here. So you kind of keep going within this stepped sort of manner on the helmet, right? So it goes up like that. And then this one goes up and down to meet the front just there. Then we go again. So this like steps up, goes across. And you're all the while getting smaller, see, as we get up to the top of his head. So we go again, down to there. And this one just goes around, I think. It goes around like this. Like that, and then we have a round thing here. On his head like that. And so again, there's extra details, right? So there's like these X's just going across, kind of like stitching. And you can do these colored or just black. It's kind of up to you. Like so. Oh, and there's some up here as well. And as well, if you want like scratches and dots and things, you know, this kind of stuff, cracks, texture sometimes is what really brings this kind of stuff to life. Right, like that. So that's the general shape for his head, right? So we'll go in and we'll do his eye, right? So what we can see of it anyway. So we can just see not much, right? But we can just go around here. And this is like his eyelid line, right? So this comes down, comes around here. And then his eye socket kind of comes around the bottom, like for his cheek, right? And then his actual eyeball is in here somewhere. And then like a line for the side of his nose and his iris and pupil, maybe. Just in there. Not sure if he's an old guy or what, but we'll put some wrinkles on his face. Like that. So then some more sort of rope, right, for his jaw. So this rope comes down here to the front and looks like it's tied to a knot at the front or something. And then you got these rope lines going that way. And then we got some other shape. It's hard to make it out. It's just like another dot or something, like another tied line. And then we got more rope going around his cheek, comes into here, and then comes around like so. And this has some different sort of texture lines on them, but we'll just add it like this. So. And then there might be like a cheek line or something here, coming around his nose, down to there. Like that, right, so. So his neck and his chin, right? He's got a strap coming down from his neck. and it kind of comes out from here, so we'll go in for his chin, just there somewhere, and there's like a strap coming down underneath the chin here, like wrapped around the bottom of his face, and then the back of his neck is here, like so, and the back of his helmet then comes in here. And I think like this guy, I might just shade this. And maybe this too. Right, so then there's like a neck muscle there, like something else, say here, like throat maybe, that way somewhere. And then we got lots of armor on this guy as well, with ropes like going behind his back, but we'll do the chest armor first. Seems like it's easiest. It comes up, across underneath his neck. Neck goes down into there, down like so. And then we have another layer, so it like goes up across, down. This goes down to here, and then we have a bigger box that comes across, right, and down, so it goes like down like this, and then this one will go up like so off my page, right? What time are we at this? Right, and then so a couple of layers of this, right? So you have another one here, meets another one here, meets another one here, and that's it. So 1, 2, 3, right, and then this one comes around, so it'll go off the back this way. I think this will pretty much go off my page. Yeah, the rest of them do as well. Like that, so that's his armor, right? And then this goes into there, and then there's like some shoulder armor here. This goes down that way, and this has an edge and a corner there, and then a rope. So his armor is all like rope and wood, basically. Like so. And then some more ropes and things on this side, but there's like big shoulder armor here. Do that first, or there's like something else here, so it's like a thing here. I don't know what this is, like a hook or something. There, comes down, and then a big rope comes out of it. That way. Rope line like so. There's all details on this stuff as well, but we'll just get the main shapes in first. So then this comes out around, back in to the corner here, and then we have an interior part which comes out around back down to there, and then his shoulder actually goes in here, so like bumping sort of fabric line goes that way. I think there's another rope that goes underneath his chin back here, and one across this way. All about the ropes, this guy. Now I know it's kind of a complicated drawing, so if I move too fast, just hit that pause button. Another line going that way. And I'm going to put this in shadow. Right, so multiple edge lines now. So on this stuff, edge line there. This comes down like so. And then this comes down here. There we go. Down again. Down again. Down again. Get more high pitched as I go down. All right, and these are layers of armor again. So this comes in like this, and then it goes up around to there, out, up, around to there, out, up, and around to there, and then this goes in over his shoulder that way. And these have edge on them, so they go around like this, down the corner line, around, down with a corner, around, down with a corner. And then his arm will go down off my page, just down that way. Can we see his chest? Maybe there's like a chest line going into here. And then like a seam going down his arm. There's like this bumping sort of thing going down here with stitching or something coming out. It's like a double seam maybe. Some stitching there. Like so. Right, so these things have edges on them as well. I'm giving them on the top. Keep going. And they have like ovally things. So there's like along each one, right? We'll just go like this first. So you're going like along the top, right, of each layer. Just going bumping. And these are orange sort of things attached to this. There's another line down here in the corner. Yeah. Right, like so. And then on this top part, we've got like, wait. Yeah, there's like this sort of rope stuff. Like coming through a hole here or something, but it's just like roughly done in like that. Something else here. Coming through there. And then on these, so you've got oval type dots and dashes. So this kind of thing. So that's kind of up to you how many you want to do. Totally optional. Just coming down his chest. I'll just go quite quick, just because I don't want this part to take too long. And then some small ones up here, just circles. And some small ones up here. Like so, and then some stuff here. I'll just do them kind of as circles because it's quicker. Two layers. Like so, and right, scratches, dots, texture. Like that. So that's basically Orochi. Now, so the swords. Okay, so might need a ruler. Okay, so we'll do the big knight's sword first because it's kind of straight-ish, right? So we'll try our best to. It gets narrower as we go up. We go this direction. Straight up, right? So their swords are just crossing one another. The samurai sword might go behind his helmet, but if you want, you can go across his helmet, but then you ruin all that work. So I think we'll just go behind. We want it to get kind of narrower as we go up. Right, like that. And then, so there's like another sort of part to this sword that comes up this way. It comes down like so, and then a line up the middle. Doesn't have to be bang in the middle. You go this way. And again, on swords like this, cracks and little bits taken out are definitely welcome. And lots of scratches. Stuff like that. Right, so that's that sword. And then we'll do, so our samurai sword has to kind of curve a little bit. So this is a bit more tricky, right? But we go behind it or in front of it? What would make sense? The sword, his sword coming that way. Maybe in front. I don't know. Let's see. So this sword has to curve a little bit, so we might have to freehand this one. Well, maybe if I curve, move, no, I'll have to freehand. So we'll go, and we want it to curve out a little bit, so. And then I'll sketch it in lightly, and then we'll try and tidy it up. Kind of like that, and then this side. Curve around here. It's kind of curving that way, and then it'll come out from the top of his helmet, sort of here, curving up on the other side, up there. Okay. How does that look? Yeah, kind of, it's curving anyway. So we'll just try and thicken up this. And wherever they overlap, you know, you can erase inside or color over. So where is, right, we'll add like an extra line just coming down this. So we'll just go, just to give it some extra. So like the top of the sword here. And then like the sort of curved line that goes down this way as well, like in the middle, like so. So the choice is whether you want the samurai sword in front or behind the knight sword. And then you pick which lines you want to erase. So I think, because it's going behind his helmet, I think I'll put the samurai sword behind the knight sword. So I will erase the samurai sword lines. Yeah. Right, but I think that'll do. That is how to draw Orochi versus the Warden from For Honor, or a knight versus a samurai warrior. Hope it was helpful, guys. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one. Bye.